it's time to redefine sales and marketing strategies for Generation Z. The developments following the Industrial Revolution created communities known as generations, each with unique social behaviors and habits. These generations exhibited distinct cultural traits, lifestyles, and similar purchasing behaviors. Today, generational differences are diverging much faster compared to the past. There are two main reasons for this. First, the overwhelming and continuous flow of information caused by technological advancements. Second, the increasing emphasis on individualism and the decline of extended families and tribal structures. This rapid transformation has made constant change and renewal a necessity in the business world. Before one concept settles, another emerges, causing confusion about how to prepare. Communication channels have become intertwined, making it a major challenge to deliver messages to target audiences in the most cost-effective and efficient manner. First, let's quickly look at the current purchasing generations and their habits. There's a group born between 1983 and 1945, classified into three subgroups. They witnessed 2 world wars and a major economic depression. Their main goal at the time was survival and meeting basic needs. Sales and marketing activities were almost unnecessary. Whatever was produced was easily sold. If they wanted to learn something, they would ask family members or consult encyclopedias like Larousse or Britannica. Today, this generation makes up about 3% of the population and still shops traditionally. In the near future, they will no longer be active in the market. After YE, the adaptation of wartime production technologies into everyday life greatly increased production and prosperity worldwide. Those born between 1945 and 1964 are known as the baby boomers, BB generation, and those born between 1965 and 1980 are classified as Generation X. These two generations lived through similar environments and currently dominate the market. I want to give a side note for this. Generational birth dates slightly vary among different sociologists and historians. They are approximate rather than precise. When assessed together, the BB and X generations experienced a significantly higher standard of living compared to their parents. The technology developed during wartime boosted productivity, leading to a production boom. Concepts like brand variety and competition emerged during this era. Up until the 1970s, electronics were almost non-existent. Selling products was straightforward. Inform the customer about the product, bring them into the store, where they could compare and experience it, and complete the sale. These generations were not accustomed to standardized packaged goods. They wanted to touch the product, try it on, or even taste it before purchasing. While many adapted to modern shopping methods, a portion still clings to traditional habits. BB and X generations combined represent the largest group that sales teams currently target. As of the 2019 census, they make up 40% of the population and 62% of the purchasing power. Then comes the millennials, also known as Generation I, born between 1986. This generation was born into technology, holding smartphones from an early age, with instant access to information. They now lead many purchasing and sales teams, capable of understanding and addressing the needs of both earlier and their own generations. Today, millennials account for 23% of the population and 32% of total purchasing demand. Another note for this: these figures have been updated from the 2019 population pyramid data. The pandemic following COVID-19 significantly narrowed the generational gap. Schools transitioned to online learning, teams adapted to remote work, and many seniors adjusted to e-commerce due to restrictions. Up to this point, things seem manageable. However, A new generation is arriving that will completely reshape the game. Generation Z, or the Zoomers, starting roughly around 1996, 1997, and ending somewhere between 2012 and 2020. Generation Z was born into not just the internet, but mobile technologies, social media, and even artificial intelligence. Before even learning to read, they were sneaking phones into school, using free tablets provided by their schools, and had laptops at home. They could access any information, anytime they wanted. This generation is glued to their phones, colliding with people on sidewalks, reaching for their phone first thing after waking up, and often unable to put it down even during face-to-face conversations. Statistics show that more than half of them spend at least 5 hours a day on their phones. Born into an intense information bombardment, their focus is easily disrupted by every notification beep. As a result, they struggle with concentration and staying in one place for long periods. Information itself has become fleeting and temporary. News portals share short summaries. Social media developed 24-hour stories, and videos are now limited to 2-minute reels. Older generations consumed news once a day through newspapers. Generation Z customizes their news intake and follows updates in real time. They are truly a disposable generation, consuming short-term information and moving on. They live minimally, are highly mobile, and can easily change cities, countries, or even partners when better opportunities arise. They often avoid marriage and parenthood, preferring to live day by day. Influenced by movements like feminism and red pill ideologies, they have shifted toward extreme individualism, which often borders on isolation. They are hedonistic, focused on short-term pleasures, and are aware that change is rapid, making it hard for them to plan or imagine long-term futures. This generation demands instant access. They prefer brands they trust to always meet a certain standard, avoiding trial and error. They can order almost anything to their doorstep within half an hour with just a few taps. Despite all this, Generation Z is also extremely ethical and respectful of human rights. They are more sensitive to animal rights and nature compared to previous generations. Language, religion, and ethnicity are not major concerns for them, making them resilient against extremist movements. They are more compliant, less rebellious, and less aggressively ambitious. Right now, only a small portion of General Z is active in the workforce. Most are still in school, but soon they will begin to earn their own income. These insights into General Z are crucial because within 15 years, they will equally share the consumer market alongside the baby boomers, General X, and millennials. In other words, while half of the BB and X generations will withdraw from the market, General Z's purchasing power will have grown fivefold. While millennials' share will also slightly increase, the market already caters to their needs, requiring no radical changes. The biggest challenge for millennials currently running today's sales and marketing operations will be to prepare the market infrastructure for Generation Z. It's even more complicated than it appears. The youngest members of General Z are about 6-7 years old, while the oldest are 25-26. Their purchasing habits aren't fully understood yet, and we still don't know exactly where advertising technologies will lead us. Most of General Z hasn't yet started earning their own income, relying instead on allowances from their families. Their purchases are limited and closely tied to their budgets. Few have their own credit cards. Since they often spend time in shopping malls with family or friends, research shows they seem to shop by wandering around stores, but I believe this is misleading. Brand loyalty is low among General Z, except for a few electronic products. For them, Instagram is the primary platform for shopping-related information. So, what should companies do? How can we adapt our products, sales, and marketing activities for Generation Z? Demographic data will become more important than ever. Companies must thoroughly understand their users' demographics and purchasing habits and engage with them through personalized communication channels. Social media advertising, currently more common among small companies, should be a priority for all businesses. Popular social media influencers and channels should be closely followed and heavily used as advertising tools. Traditional TV ads are already being skipped and will become even less effective. Instead, brands must create short, punchy, personalized ads woven into content. Long-form brand promotions will give way to short, product-focused commercials. General Z likely won't watch traditional TV at all. Print media and outdoor advertising will also become obsolete. Many of the free apps we use today will soon integrate ads. Even operating systems like Android and Windows might start showing ads, with ad-free versions available for an extra fee, similar to what Facebook and Instagram did after reaching critical mass. Creating personalized experiences tailored to General Z's needs will be essential, and artificial intelligence will play a major role, alongside an increased importance for skilled copywriting. A smooth supply chain will be critical, as General Z expects their orders to arrive no later than the next day. Unconditional return policies will be crucial. A single issue with a return could drive them straight to a competitor. Brand prestige won't matter as much anymore. Brands that fail to adapt will be left selling only to older generations. Low-quality chatbots will be intolerable for this impatient generation. They will demand customizability for everything from furniture and cars to ready-made food and hygiene products. Even if limited for now, they want the ability to order products from anywhere in the world. Companies must diversify their product ranges, incorporating imported items as well. Of course, we don't expect all this change to happen overnight. By analyzing the past and present, we are trying to foresee and prepare for the future. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Сочный дым, выдыхаем сладкого. Старый капитан опускается за бабками. Веер из купюр, нам дорога гладкая. Здесь у меня успех, нагадала бабка. Сочный дым, выдыхаем сладкого. Старый капитан опускается за бабками. Веер из купюр, нам дорога гладкая. Здесь у меня успех, нагадала бабка. Сочный дым, выдыхаем сладкого. Старый капитан опускается за бабками. Веер из купюр, нам дорога гладкая. Здесь у меня успех, нагадала бабка.